This is Fountain Pendulum. Thank you for continuing to join me on this journey for um, the traveler's notebooks, especially in passport size. And it's an interesting comparison as we continue and search for at least what my version of the perfect traveler's notebook passport size is. And these comparisons are helpful even with the traditional or full size traveler's notebooks or other notebooks also, because we're looking at the quality of the leather and the overall design of the system and the brand itself. So what we have to overview today is this Robrasim, original rustic designs and handcrafted with premium genuine leather. This is the Traveler's Notebook version in coffee. I picked it up off Amazon, and it comes in this sleeve, and inside the sleeve is this box with a cotton wrap here and the notebook. So it feels very nice. It's very sturdy. This would help kind of protect the notebook from getting scratched, and you could choose to continue to use it to insert it. I think if this started to get a little full and chunky, it would be a little bit difficult to fit, but you have that option. So let's take a look at the notebook. Very similar in looks to the Midori Traveler's Notebook, I would say. The darker leather. I like that they have their own take on accents. So they did go with a bead on both sides, the elastics there. And then there's also two beads at the bottom here, which we'll take a look at. And then on the elastic that covers, it has this metal that says, "Where there's a will, there's a way." Then there's this leather kind of cover clasp that goes over the notebook. So let's open it and take a look. And first off, I can kind of feel and see that the other side of the leather cover, it does not feel like suede. It seems to be a material, like a woven material. And then if I hold it up against the rest of it here, it feels like it was glued on. So I have no doubt that this is genuine leather. I'll put a link on a blog post or an article that talks about the differences in leather. But I don't believe that this would be a top grain by its characteristics. So it is genuine leather, it seems, but it's just it's a little bit lower quality leather, which that's fine. Honestly, at this price point, I'll put the link in the description for the price point because it's probably going to change over time. But today, at this point, I paid $15 American USD for this. And so that's the cover. And then it comes with all these inserts straight away. So here we have this this plastic zipper. It feels fine. I would say not great, and it has this kind of wrinkling from probably the heat when it was made. Then we have a cream paper insert. And it looks like these are all held in with elastics. Then we have this craft paper insert, also held in by elastic and staple bound. And then a cream lined insert. And the paper actually feels very nice, all three of them, good quality. And then on the other side of this plastic insert, on either side is a slip for cards or stickers or whatever you would like. So I'm going to kind of, yeah. Okay, I see what's happening. Okay, So they put two together, and instead of using like rubber bands that Midori uses, they continued with the elastics. So I'm cool with that. I actually like it a little bit better. And then this is the one kind of holding the center, and then this one. On a small note, I would say because they, had these inserts all installed, it kind of warped the leather a little bit, and it also looks like the elastic is maybe too tight, which is the same issue I had with the Midori one. And let's see. The nice thing is this is all replaceable, right? So when this elastic wears down, you can easily replace it with a new one. Now, as far as what I said about it feeling too tight, it doesn't look like there's any room to adjust here because this is all one cord, so you can't like loosen it. And this is pretty much tied off to the end. So that's it is what it is with that. All of it. The tightness is just set. So okay, let's take some measurements on this because the part of the quest in this whole business is the sizing and how many inserts I can fit. So this looks to be the same as Midori, going this direction, just shy of 5 1/4. And then in length, we're at 8 1/4, so longer than the Midori one. So let me try the actual Midori inserts instead of the ones they provided, because more than likely when refills are purchased, we will be using Midori. So I'll put that in. And then I like crisscrossing through this way. Like that. Okay, so this is with 4. And we still come up kind of shy. Oh, I didn't put it at the middle one. That may be part of the problem. My bad. Alright, let's try that. Okay, a little bit better, but I still want something bigger. It just barely fits. If everything is arranged just perfectly, everything just fits. 4 inserts. So definitely not bad. For 3 inserts, let me just slip one out. 3 inserts, I think, would be no problem. Sorry, it's going to be a little wonky because of what I have done. Let me do this way. There we go. All right, I'd say this is an ideal cover for 3 inserts, 2 or 3. 3 fits just fine. And it has a little room for, if you're crafting or whatever, and it gets a little bit chunky. If you're not a fan of, this metal clasp, of course, it would be removable, but I would say it would be a bit of a process because this all ties in here, So, you'd have to pull that out and undo the whole thing. Um, Same with removing that. So, yeah, I would say overall, for the price point, it's a very acceptable notebook for the Travelers Company. It's not going to be a fit for me, but if you wanted to get a Traveler's Notebook just to see how you liked it, just to get a feel for the size, and maybe say you don't want to spend too much for $15 and everything that comes with it, I think it's a very competitive, very good price point. Um, and it does feel well made. I think for the price, you can't go wrong. If you want to just, again, try out the system and see how it works for you, and how much you like it, and so on, I think it's a great offering. And likewise, I would say that if you wanted to buy the system as a gift to someone, um, and you're not sure if they would be super invested into the system, again at this price point, or for someone in youth, I think that this is, a great little system. I really do. I think if I got this as a gift, especially if I wasn't, on a mad hunt and haven't fallen down the rabbit hole of Traveler's Notebooks, I'd be quite content with this. It's a nice introduction, but I don't think it would last as long as others. Um, so that's just something to think about. I will mention also that in the whole packaging here, this came with a notebook. So it says, "Best wishes, thinking of you and wishing you all of life's best today and always." That's blank on the back. And then it came with this postcard. It actually has the same thing written, and you could easily send that to somebody if you so choose. So again, I think for the whole package and the whole pricing, um, worth a consideration for sure. If you want a more premium product that you want to invest in and that will last you for happily years to come, I would say keep looking. So thank you for watching. And if you have some input or comments or questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below. It's all up to you now.